And now time for our Mind, Body, Spirit segment. We are on location actually today. We wanted to come out here because it was just too good not to. I'm here with Terry from Tender Little Hearts. You came to the studio and we were all in love with you. We were talking about equine therapy and all of the work you do, bringing the mini horses out to the community. And I just thought, you know, we have to go out and see you in your natural environment. So thank you for welcoming us to your beautiful property.
Well, we love having you here. We love visitors and are honored that you decided to come out here.
Talk to us about your mission.
So our mission is just to bring happiness, bring comfort, bring joy, and enhance the lives of human beings through the use of our donkeys and our miniature horses.
Introduce us to the donkeys and the minis behind us here today.
Well, we have Boone and Josie, our donkeys over here, who are tangling up and deciding who's the boss. Josie is our newest; she's our rescue, and then we have Dolly, who's sleeping here, Buddy, and Maserati.
Terry, I want to talk to you about your personal story and how much this all means to you. Trauma-informed care and helping people heal is extremely important to you because you have your own journey.
Yes, absolutely. I was a victim of sexual abuse from a very young child through my teenage years, which is unusual. I had the same abuser through that whole time. And my sanctuary was the barn, was being able to go into that barn. And it was a property up in Prescott, very quiet, same here. And I would be able just to be there, be with the horse, and it would just immediately bring down my anxiety, my pain, my fear. And I didn't really put the two together until I started doing this and hearing other stories, especially with at-risk youth and working with sex traffic victims. And hearing their stories, it just all of a sudden, it just kind of came together for me of, now I understand why this has been such a passion for me, is because of the healing I received, not knowing that that's what it was doing for me. Is I've been able to now share that and grow that over the years with mine, and you know, just see that the work that they do. We are a little more eclectic than some equestrian centers in that we offer various programs, but we do work with at-risk and with the sex trafficked girls and boys, and you know, just with what can happen with that, with the use of these horses over, whether it's one session or 6 sessions, you know, or more, just depends.
That is so, and I'm so sorry for what you went through. Even today, I'm sure that pain is still there. You've navigated through it, and you are on your own healing journey. And in that, you've helped others heal.
Absolutely.
What does that feel like for you?
It helps me with my healing, in that when I see what the work that can be done with these horses and people listening to them process through things, whether they're working with their counselor or their life coach through this, and it helps me to process my own. And if some, maybe distance it a little more. You know, you're right, it's always there. I'm going to be 65 next month. So it's been, you know, 64 years since it started. And just being able to keep growing with it through myself. So it's not something that every single day, maybe something triggers. I don't have that anymore, where I did for quite a few years. But I would say, you know, through working more with horses, being out here as well helps, because I don't have the hustle bustle of a city life. Yeah. And just being able, if I do have a moment, I can just come down here and sit with them, read my book, read my Bible, read my journal, and be able to process it myself.
The show here, Good Morning Sunshine, is focused on mental health, mental strength, and overall well-being. When it comes to mental health, equine therapy, what does it do to help us relax our brains?
Well, one of the things with the mental health, because we are certified in the EGALA model, and it's an experiential experience. So it would be me as the equine specialist a therapist or counselor, and then the herd in a natural environment. The halters are off, we let them go, and the client goes out into that group and observes. And we don't know. It's the client that's leading her healing or his healing at that point, because they are going to go out there, they observe, they see what changes are happening within the herd. And through that, it's often that they'll say, this is, well, that's what my dad does, or this is what my brother or my boss has done to me. So they're putting that experience onto the animal and naming that. The other thing that I see, if it is more just a one-on-one, is a comfort that comes with it when they're talking with someone, because again, these guys are non-judgmental. They're not going to talk back. They don't change their expression or, something shocking that could happen. Yes, absolutely. It's completely non-judgmental and unconditional with them. And I think that because they feel a safe place there, they're able to share a little more. I mean, this goes back to Sigmund Freud, when he noticed that when his clients would come and his cat was in the room, it was just a whole different session than when it was a one-on-one.
So for people who are observing the segment today and watching, and sorry you guys are not here, this place is so beautiful. I feel very calm, but just being able to take ourselves into a moment of like, let's get rid of the anxiety. Let's just be with nature and let's be calm. I don't hear any traffic. I don't hear anything.
I know.
There's something to that.
Just you might hear a few little animal sounds, and just the breeze. And with that, I think because you have that quiet, you can quiet your mind and maybe focus more on what you're wanting to focus in being here. Or if it's just that you need to be with the animals and that's all your experience is that day, we will set a chair, or we have our mounting blocks. Sometimes we'll set down and we just let the herd go. And who comes into the person and back, or who they go to. We have grooming supplies that are super extra soft so they can just brush. If they brush for an entire hour, sometimes that's all they want to do is just stroke and touch the animal.
So sometimes it's just about letting ourselves be.
Yes.
I do want to say so much of your work is volunteer.
Absolutely. We are a nonprofit organization and we do not charge for our visits. We rely on grants, we rely on donors and family and friends, but I personally do this because I don't ever want to have to turn somebody away, because not everybody can afford to come and have therapy or be able to come be with horses. I don't ever want to turn anybody away or go to a facility and they say, we don't have any money to give you for gas. It's like, that's fine, we got it. We got you covered.
Yeah. And you put those little guys in your truck and you take them right out and about.
We do. We load them up in the van, and we're we have a ramp. They go up in it, come back out. We get everybody ready. We're hoping that maybe over the next couple of years we want to get an air-conditioned van, because it would make it, because this time of year we can't really do a whole heck of a lot out there. It's just too hot, and it's unsafe for them. So. But that's on our future goal, on our list of things that we want to do. And so we can do this year round rather than just keep it more of a seasonal thing.
Your goal is to bring the healing where healing is needed.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for inviting us to your beautiful property. Do I call it a ranch? It's a ranch.
A ranch, a ranchette.
Yeah, and your husband said I could come and camp out here. And
absolutely.
I'm not quite that daring, but it does seem so beautiful. I just worry about when night falls. I feel like I'd be that person on Survivor that's like, I made a big mistake. Can someone get me out of here?
Well, we do. We have the mule deer who come in for a drink. We have a resident bobcat that comes through here. Of course, the coyotes, you'll hear them howling, and the owls start hooting. And I don't want to talk about the creepy crawly things on the ground.
Yeah, I'll just concentrate on the horses and the cute donkeys. Terry,
go.
Thank you so much. Thanks to all of you for watching Good Morning Sunshine. On behalf of Brandon Lee and myself, we appreciate you being here with us. Take good care of yourselves and of others.